What's good, DNR Mob? I'm D.
And I'm Rock, and we're back with another banger. So this video is try not to get scared. Top 15 school lockdown videos. Let's see.
Let's see, man. Let's do it.
Let me try. You said that like this is like a scary movie or something.
Might be.
Stoneman SWAT team. This video is from the events at Stoneman High School. As frightened students wait in the darkened classroom, a SWAT team bursts in, flashlights shining in the...
Look at the white boy. To my... He the first one.
Man.
faces as they bear
Somebody
down...
Somebody's shaking. Wait.
That's not okay.
Yeah, that's not okay.
The students, the police ordered them to put their hands in the air and put their phones away. This is where the clip ends as the user follows orders. Still, the short clip of the aftermath shows us a brief glimpse at the fear and terror the students must feel during such an event.
Somebody crying. That's the person that's crying.
To the right, you can see a student's arms trembling, as you can hear fearful utterances as the SWAT team enters. Number 14, Staten Island. When an unknown threat spread like wildfire throughout the Staten Island High School of Susan E. Wagner in Manor Heights, the school went on lockdown in order for police to investigate the matter. As the student video shows, the place then developed into utter chaos.
Oh my God!
As students wondered what was going on, here's what happened. A student overheard another student claiming that there was a gun in the locker room. Once school administrators were alerted to the matter, the place was put on hard lockdown, allowing police...
Look at her, she recording to my...
For real. Like, oh my God.
to inspect every floor of the building.
Snitched. Somebody snitched.
They came away empty-handed. The threat was never found. The claim was likely just a...
Somebody was trying to get out of a school
out of school, yeah.
That's a test.
Come on now.
Yeah.
Restore a fear-mongering tactic. If it was the latter, it worked to incite fear into the students. The video shows...
Somebody says on their couch and we got ops in the room.
We got ops in the room. Oh no.
Lockdown in action. As the police searched for the suspected weapon, parents rushed to the school when they heard about the lockdown.
Hard lockdown.
In order to pick up their frightened kids.
When this is
some
real
of
life.
whom had no idea where to go during the event. Numerous phone calls were made from these students to warn parents about what was going on, and even to say goodbye should anything awful happen. City Councilman Steve Mateo declared that everyone was safe, and once police cleared the school, students were let out for the day. Number 13, Rio de Janeiro. Caught on video in Rio de Janeiro, this event occurred at Escola Municipal by yet again another former student. The man...
They is getting deep.
Oh, God would too.
The 23-year-old who was allowed to enter the school at the beginning of the day by claiming he was invited to give a lecture. Instead, he was armed. He entered a classroom and took the lives of 12 children. This sent the school into lockdown, with teachers telling students to hide beneath their desks as they blocked the doors of their classrooms.
Oh my God.
The video shows students fleeing as the man launches his attack. They are seen rushing down a hallway and out of the school. Military police sergeant Marcio Alves said that when he arrived at the school, he found the suspect on the second floor exiting a classroom. The man aimed at police, was hit, fell to the ground, and then took his own life. The man had a letter on his person, which declared his mission and asked to be buried next to his adopted mother. Number 12.
Coward.
SWAT Code Red lockdown. Children hiding under their desks. Teachers poised at the door.
He's bleeding.
Bleeding.
Of a school on lockdown, all students and staff awaiting rescue. You can hear the children's whispers and panicked breathing.
Oh my God, I know she is scared. Like, bro, I know she is so scared.
She gotta protect them, like, at all costs.
Bro, No.
As they are huddled in fear, screaming is heard outside the classroom door, coupled with shouts from the SWAT team. This is becoming an all too familiar scene in this video of a SWAT team entering the classroom during a code red lockdown at a school in Illinois paints the picture of what it's like to be in the student's position, bracing oneself for horrors beyond our comprehension.
Shoot.
Number 11, Stoneman SWAT Team Part 2. Yet another video of the Parkland events has surfaced, and this one again shows a SWAT team entering a classroom to release the students. The group is seen sitting in a corner of the classroom. A commotion is heard outside, and the teacher rushes to the door, likely to open it for the SWAT team. Once they enter, the students can be heard shouting, "Please help us," and the teacher tries to quiet everyone down to hear orders from the police. That's when one of the officers asks the first 10 people to stand up, and failing to listen, everyone gets up in a rush to get out as quickly as possible.
Right.
No, first
Blame
10 people,
them.
I'm ready to go.
Going through what they had, panicking
Ain't no
is
10 people.
Ain't no 10
I'm finna
people.
go.
We all finna go. Bye. What?
understandable. Number 10, Ocala's Forest High School. This intense body cam video shows Sky Boucher, a 19-year-old former student of Forest High School in Ocala, Florida, being held as a suspect. Face down on the ground,
He got on a vest, a bulletproof vest, bro. Come on.
answers the officer's questions. While the tape rolls, Boucher was charged when he entered the school with a guitar case, concealing a sawed-off shotgun. Boucher stopped by a bathroom to put on a tactical vest and gloves. Then he went to a classroom and fired one round through the door, leaving a single student hurt. Boucher apologized to the student he shot, saying it doesn't make it better anyway. And he was right, it doesn't get better. The sheriff's office stated that the suspect confessed to investigators that he planned to commit a worse event on April 13th, but didn't follow through.
What be in these kids' mind? Like, why would you?
And just to imagine that this person saw him running up the stairs to potentially hurt, like, a student or something.
And they could have potentially hurt him.
Yeah, and they could have potentially hurt him. Like, he's literally running up the stairs to hurt somebody.
Boucher made the purchase from a private online seller. Shortly after what happened in Parkland, Florida, he saw doing this as his only way out of his rough home life.
Wow.
Luckily, the sheriff's deputy blocked things from getting worse. He just so happened to be a resource officer at Forest High School and managed to arrest Boucher without further incident. Number 9, in hiding. In this video, you can see students hiding beneath their desks in a darkened classroom as the teacher explains what to do. About 4 minutes into the video, a female voice is heard over the intercom, requesting that whoever has a student by the name of Jacob Peterson should email them immediately so they can come get him.
We're in need of Jacob Patterson. Jacob, do not exit the classroom, but the teacher who has Jacob Patterson in his room, please email Lori immediately so that we can come and get Jacob from you.
After this cryptic message is heard, another announcement is made a minute later, ordering everyone to remain in their rooms. The announcer also says they are not letting anyone into or off of the campus. Another minute later, and the announcer declares the lockdown is over, saying students and staff are now safe to move around campus. Again, the
Just
school
imagine
and
the fear.
Move around campus. I'm going
I'm
home.
going home. First, I'm about to call somebody, and I'm about to go home.
I'm going home.
Because that don't make no sense. Imagine the fear from the kids.
I'm calling my people why it's happening. Like, come get
And
me.
just imagine that teacher, the fear of that teacher having to, like, they gonna make that announcement over the speaker, so don't let him out of class. That would have, he would have shot the teacher, like, hey, I'm in your class, I'm gonna shoot you, so you won't tell.
Man,
no
come on,
fear.
man.
Like, it's kind of like,
Yeah.
yeah, it's crazy.
They probably was somebody mom like, hey, Yeah.
Yeah, I'm getting my kid. Period. For real. Playing like
The
that.
purpose of this lockdown was not detailed in the YouTube video, but this serves as another illustration of what just such an event feels like from the perspective of a scared student. Number 8.
Where you would have hid it? I would have hid in events. Period.
How the hell?
I would have
You know,
climbed.
they have like a screwdriver to even.
No, in the roof. I would have hid in the roof.
She caught.
Chill.
I was trying to break a window and get out.
You know they got the bars on the windows though.
No, not all schools have bars on windows.
You might be right.
Yeah.
Intruder or student, still with all the precautionary measures in schools, sometimes these measures are not enough. Sometimes the bad guys break through, and the school might go into lockdown because of it. That's what happened at Kentwood High School in December of 2014, when a suspect fled police custody and sought refuge at a nearby high school.
So you did not
The
see
man
him?
was handcuffed.
I'm to my when he did this, the police
That's when
did
you
this.
coming after
Like
him. You didn't
what
see
in the
him.
world? That was so smooth though, I can't lie.
It was.
And when the school went into lockdown, as police searched for him, he was mistaken for a student and placed in an office along with 2 female students. Well, it might sound a bit crazy,
Who was
mistaking
running?
a runaway suspect who just happens to be handcuffed for a student. The escapee was only 19 and actually used to be a Kentwood student, so he knew exactly where he was going when he fled the cops. The video shows the suspect running onto the campus, and when inside the building, he attempts to remove his jacket as he runs. He is later seen in surveillance video racing down the hallways.
If that was a teacher down here, they would have been like, "Hey, let me talk to you. Don't be running. First of all,
Where you class? Who class you in?
who class you in?
You caught,
And push up your jacket. What you got your jacket down there like that for?
Insistent cuffs. Oh yeah. Let's call the police back.
Yeah,
Come
you
on
gonna
with me.
go on to the office. Come
Yeah,
on.
Come on with me.
Of the school. Once there, he told the 2 female students inside that the school was on lockdown because of him. He asked that they phone his mom up for him. 3 more students were soon pulled into the office, and although the suspect was with them for upwards of 10 minutes, he never threatened or intimidated them. Instead, he told them what was going on and asked them for help. Number 7.
Bro, hold on. I got to pause you real quick. You know what I would have did? Ran in the bathroom for a couple of hours, stayed in the stall for a couple of hours, you feel me? Till everything died down. Probably to school over, I just was sitting there like, shit. They gotta leave, you feel me? Shift change, all that, you feel me? So around about 5 o'clock, 4 o'clock, something like that, I would have rushed out to school. I would have went home, somebody get some butcher knife, chop the thing off, and I was gone, you feel?
For real, like that what he should have did.
Yeah. He probably was scared though.
What a drill. Manic Jordan published this video of her school lockdown in February of 2017, writing, "So when we were about to leave, the announcement went off and it said, 'This is not a drill, we're in lockdown.'" In the video, you can see the student is sitting under her desk, filming the incident, awaiting directions on what to do next. As many in the comments wrote, the teacher in this video is particularly impressive, being completely calming and protective of the students, telling them she will go down before letting the intruders get at them. One commenter, Cheryl Battle, wrote,
That's so sweet.
"This is the lady that you want to be with when this happens. I couldn't agree more." Number 6. Locked outside. Hydra Clan 100 published this video in February of 2013, writing, "I was outside of my school when this was happening." As he narrates in his video, he was sitting in his car outside his school when he saw police charging in. Police sirens can be heard in the background.
He got out just in time.
Just in time.
Yeah.
The armed officers enter the school.
There's like 20 cop cars here.
The uploader thinks it's likely that another student brought a weapon to school. which wouldn't be a stretch of the imagination, as a dozen or so cop cars can be seen in the area. Although it's not stated what school this is or what could have been going down to invite all these armed police to rush in, it's certain that this kid was not going back to school that day.
That's a fact.
Number 5, Sarah High School. When a bang was heard near the Sarah High School campus, the school was placed on lockdown. It's believed that this was related to 2 people who were seen taking copper wire from a construction site to the north side of the campus, prompting a witness to report the incident to the school, who called police. In the video, the students can be seen chatting and wrestling around a darkened room, loud as can be. They don't seem to be afraid of the circumstances or of being in a state of lockdown. While some students tell others to hush up, there is talking at a loud volume throughout the video.
Right.
Luckily, no one was harmed in the making of this video or during the lockdown. The suspects fled the scene when police arrived and managed to escape without capture, after which the lockdown was lifted. Although this could have ended much more poorly, this 17-minute video might serve future students as a cautionary tale of what not to do in the event of a lockdown.
Talking out loud and
Right.
like that.
Right.
Hard lockdown. What happens when your school is placed on hard lockdown? Watch this and you'll see. The video, published by Chase G in September of 2016, starts off with an announcement of the hard lockdown over the intercom.
On hard lockdown and to check the hall for students. Lock your door. Safeguard the students and remain secured in your room.
Ooh, child, she got a kid.
During the announcement, the teacher calmly tells some of the students to get up and move their desks. Then, in an orderly fashion, the students are asked to move to the far tables and the lights are turned out. The students wait in silence for what happens next. In a low voice, the teacher explains the evacuation plan to the students if they are called to evacuate. While the video isn't as high intensity as some of the others in this list, it demonstrates what children as young as these kids are must worry about in present-day America. Number 3.
Hey, I got one thing to say. Out of all these videos, you never see them go to like a high school.
No, you never. You
know what I'm saying?
Like middle school.
They always
like little kids.
Yeah, they're messing with the kids. Like they don't want to mess with them overgrown. You know what I'm saying? Like it's always middle schools and elementary schools and.
Why y'all come and mess with these kids?
Yeah.
Why y'all going to any school?
Yeah.
True. That's crazy.
Drop to the ground. This video shows what it's like to be burst in on by police. Although the video cuts out for most of the 37 seconds of the recording, the audio is frightening enough.
Folks, your hands! Your hands!
As the video begins,
that's not traumatizing at
you
all.
see children hiding behind a desk or table turned on its side. Like,
that's not making all the kids feel like they're a criminal. That's not at all. Like these are kids.
But we don't know what happened though. Maybe the criminal was in there. Right. But dang. Okay. I don't know.
A barricade from whatever or whomever lies beyond. Then the video goes dark as police enter the classroom and order everyone to show their hands. This is when the camera is dropped. Still, even without video, you can vividly imagine armed police busting in, dressed in black, ordering everyone to drop to the ground. You can hear a scuffle as police overturn things, although you cannot see what is happening. The events that led to this is a mystery, as the video doesn't describe it in detail, but whatever it was, it's safe to say it wasn't pretty. Number 2, Manchester. Sukai Wolf published this lockdown video in September of 2017. At the beginning of the video, an alarm is sounding off, and the students can be seen hiding under their desks. While the details of this lockdown were not posted in the video, it is believed to have occurred at Swinton High School in Manchester. It was there that a 16-year-old boy was arrested on September 22, 2017, the same day the video was posted. The boy was arrested after a 17-year-old was knifed and rushed to a nearby hospital. The suspect was later taken into custody at the school. Chief Inspector Glenn Jones gave a statement saying, "It is only fortunate that his injuries are not considered to be life-threatening. I know that this news will cause concern."
Dark web. Dark web.
Like, oh my God.
And two people living in the area, particularly people with children at the school. Jones went on to reassure the community that a full investigation had been launched, and the school was cooperating with the investigation. The short video is alarming, as you can imagine what must be going through these children's heads as they await further instruction. Before we get to number 1, my name is Chills, and I hope you're enjoying my narration.
I really don't like how he's talking.
Yeah,
Like,
that's
he
crazy.
was like dragging before we get to number 1.
Yeah.
Like, oh my God. Gosh.
Yeah.
Dude, that's so boring.
This video shows the horrific events that occurred on February 14th, 2018, unfolding in the drama department, just after 19-year-old Nicholas Cruz was on the other side of the doors. Cruz had been suspended, but was dropped off at the school by an Uber in the afternoon. He was wearing a backpack and carrying a duffel bag when a staff member saw him striding purposefully towards Building 12 and alerted a colleague via radio. A code red lockdown was activated when a staff member heard the gunfire. In the video, you can see students huddled with their teacher in a dark corner of the room, perhaps a closet, as police enter. After they break through the classroom's door window to gain access, you can hear the teacher telling her students to relax, breathe, and follow police's instructions.
Relax, everybody. Relax. This is the police. Put your hands up and just calm. Be as calm as you can.
They enter drawn as the students are told to put their hands up and get down on the floor.
Everyone on the floor! Everyone on the floor! On the floor!
The SWAT team was likely searching for Cruz, but when they entered the school that day, he was long gone. No motive has been put forth by police or prosecutors, but Cruz's pattern of disciplinary issues and unnerving behavior warranted investigation. Meanwhile, Cruz will now most likely spend the rest of his life behind bars. Thanks for checking out this video.
Just getting mad because you was suspended.
Wow, that's crazy.
Crazy.
Yeah, that's wild. Like,
yeah, that was crazy. Although I did like the video, but it just
the dude's voice was boring.
The voice was boring, and also it's kind of like it was a repetitiveness of the same type of video.
Yeah.
All we seen is them sitting down.
Yeah.
And only that one video when they was like running out like, real fast, like, but it was nothing.
Yeah.
But we'll be back with another video. Hopefully this next one will be more exciting.
Yeah, hopefully.
Peace.